Hello everyone in Cyber World. Welcome back to another video. I'm Richard.
And I'm Jennifer, and this is our channel we call Poor Man's DIY. Today we're going to try to replicate glass etching that we did a workshop in Japan with.
We frequently travel to Japan, and while we're there, we have a tendency of attending as many workshops as we possibly can. We have a lot of fun with doing this. We try all kinds of different skills while there, and we hope that we can use those with things that we do around the house, and also for making some content for you to enjoy as well. One of the things that we did do, as we mentioned, is we made some glass with some etched designs on it. When we went on our last trip, we went all the way up to Hokkaido in northern Japan, and they had an area that is known for their glass. And they had this course where you buy the cup and then they would help you to etch whatever you want to. You selected from designs. In essence, what they were was vinyl it's a stencil. You apply it, and then once you're done applying it, they had the sandblasters. You put it inside the machine, you had a glove, and you just sandblasted it. When you peeled off the vinyl, what was left was a nice pretty design that was etched onto the glass. Now, we don't have a sandblaster here. I wanted one, but no, actually it's too big. We don't have the space for it here. But I did find out that there is a way that we can etch this using a chemical compound. So we're going to go ahead and try that today, but the rest of it is pretty much the same process as what we did in the workshop. So first, before we get into this, we're actually going to show you how we made some designs on the computer, as well as using our Cricut to cut out the stencils using the Cricut. From there, we'll get on to making these cups.
But before we do that, please hit that subscribe button below and leave us a comment.
We're going to make a stencil from a picture. Using photo editing software, I simply erased everything around myself. It didn't have to be perfect. Once I have the basic image, I use a feature called threshold. This converts the image into a black and white and allows you to adjust the blacks and whites. Once I determine the image that I like, it's just a matter of deleting all the whites and leaving a black image.
Mr. Poorman had to do each image separately because of the clothing color and the colors of our hair. So he repeated the same process for my image.
Once I completed Mrs. Poorman's image, I combined the two images together.
Once the image was made, we loaded it up into our Cricut software. Then we had the Cricut cut the image onto the vinyl. So our first step is we're going to take a stencil and peel it.
Now for the next step. Since we have cleaned up the stencils here, we now have to be able to peel this off and apply it to the glass. But you can't just peel this and put it down in the proper place, so we use transfer paper. All this is a piece of tape in essence. You peel off the backing, you stick it onto the top of the stencil, and then you pull off the stencil, and the sticky part of the stencil can now be laid onto the surface. So we have to cut this out and apply it on top of it.
The next step is we're going to take the top part off and peel it from the backing and then place it on the glass. And now we're going to take the transfer tape off the top.
And now that we've put the stencil on here, we added tape around here. We want to seal off everything possible so that the etching solution doesn't get inside and mess up the rest of the glass. The only parts that we want exposed are inside the stencil, and that's what's going to be discolored. And today what we're going to be using is something called Armor Etch. If you're interested in trying this yourself, we'll leave a description and we'll leave a link in the description below. So now it's just a matter of applying it to here and letting it sit. The instructions say it only needs to be for a couple minutes, but we did a test run on it. Actually, I did a few test runs, and it didn't come out as well as I like to with just a couple minutes of time on here. So I ended up using it for about 8 minutes, and it worked out really well. So we're gonna go with that method here. By the way, sorry about the horrible lighting. I had a light source on the table and forgot to turn it off when we were recording. I'm just gobbing it onto the glass. The instructions say to dilute it, but during our testing, it proved not to work as well, so we're using full strength. Now it's time, so all we have to do is wash it off.
And now we're going to peel off the tape and the sticker.
And can you see that? Hopefully so. Now it's going to take us time to do all the rest of these, so we'll get to work on those, but it might be tomorrow.
And here's the final product. We really enjoyed etching these glasses. We say every week that how much fun that we have in our projects, but this was really, really fun.
I think it actually just shows you how much we enjoy doing the things that we do. We don't make this content just for everybody. We do it because we enjoy doing it, and this really did turn out well. Next week, we've got a different project. It's something similar to what we've done before, but on a larger scale. It's going to have to do with a display shelf. We have some things that we're just running out of space for, and we need a place to put them. So what other place do we have left is on the walls, so it's going to have to be another shelf.
Somewhere.
Yeah. So until then,
Bye-bye.